Hey guys, welcome to GeeksLoveDogs Tabletop Board Gaming, not to be confused with my booktube channel just called GeeksLoveDogs. And if you're interested in books, pulp, adventure, action, sci-fi, crime, feel free to wander over to that channel and join the pack over there. We just passed 1,000 subscribers and I'd love to have you. But today we are going to do an unboxing of the Kickstarter version of Siberian Manhunt. So Siberian Manhunt is a two-player game that comes from Dangerous Games. Let me take the plastic off so this is easier to see without the reflection. A little ASMR for you. Alright. So this game is a game by Jesse Iyer. It is 2 players, takes about 90 minutes, and it's 14 plus. And like I said, this is from Dangerous Games. Here's the back cover, which I think is absolutely fabulous. This cover is gorgeous. You can see the layout of the board there. And then at the top it says, experience the ultimate game of Cold War pursuit. In 1962, a U-2 spy plane crash lands in the Siberian wilderness. The pilot, the fugitive behind enemy lines, must escape across the border into China. The KGB must hunt him down at any cost. Siberian Manhunt is a thrilling 2-player asymmetrical hidden movement game set in Cold War-era Soviet Union. Test your survival skills as the fugitive, outrunning and outsmarting the KGB, or embrace your inner Soviet and bring the full might of the USSR to bear on the chase. But beware, sometimes the hunter is more dangerous than the hunted. Excuse me, the other way around. But beware, sometimes the hunted is more dangerous than the hunter. My apologies. So you can see the layout here. So that is gorgeous art, which makes me think inside might be even more of a treat. Here's the front cover. Very nice. Let's take a look at the sides. Not a lot going on there. Simple. And I do have the Kickstarter extra here, which I'll get to. So let's open this up and take a look. Alright. Inside the box. Box is fine and sturdy enough. Feels good. Here's a mission brief. Very nice, very well done, very aesthetically pleasing. Looks very much like a Russian file, along with the coffee stain up at the corner. Maybe it should be a vodka stain, do you think? Oh, that's not real. That's typecasting. All right, or you know what I mean. Here's the game components. You have map board, fugitive extension, campsite, government extension, government board, counter deck, urban deck, wilderness deck, character deck, crafting deck, government assistance deck. And then here tokens, player shield, secret route pad, government action guide, fugitive action crafting guide, the bag, aerial search accessory, and dice. Other pieces. So we have historical note and the true story, and we give you our story so far and win conditions and your game setup, general concepts, the fugitive, a look at a card, the breakdown of everything you have happening on the card if you want to take a look at that. This looks so nice. All right. Animal encounters. Encounter combat example. Some more cards. Using and crafting items. You can craft stuff in this game. Boy, I'm looking forward to this. Hope it's as good as it looks. Actions, good deeds. The government. Hunting the fugitive. Palette Bureau. Some government assistance example. Final advice. I'll run back through that real quick just to give you a big overview from a distance so you can get a good look at this. well done. Looks not overly complex, but it has a little more meat on the bones than some of the stuff that I've seen. If you played war games and such before, I'm sure it'd be fine. Here is a Fugitive Guides to Survival. Your movement and search, actions, description, cost, and your crafting card. And government action guide. Your action, description, and cost. Nothing on the other side. Here is the main map. Look at this. Look at all the locations that are possible for you to visit. If this is half of what I think it is, the amount of replayability on this would be pretty amazing, and the options you have available to you. Look at that map. There's a hidden movement track. Here's a close-up of the section of the map so you can see all the different locations you can pull from. Isn't that absolutely cool? You have some Russian cities. Beautiful. I love this. It's great looking. Oops, my apologies. I have a limited space here that I'm working with. Yeah, it folds up into a nice little board. Looks like that's for your eating. Here's what you do for a game round. Very nice. Alright. We have player board, cards, cardboard. Let's see, you have your Yakut tracker, your KGB cards. Let's see, cost. It's the backside. Here's the Fugitive player board. Character, clothes, footwear, gear. And your trackers up at the top. Here's the token sheet. Looks good. Nice art. Looks functional, clean, easy to read, easy to understand, easy to use. Very well done, I think. Here's the back side. Okay, here we have, let's see, it's Russian board, reserve, discard, temporary action. Here's the back. This looks like a supply. Basically a backpack. So it might be for supplies. The campsite board. Place all cards drawn into the campsite. The US player. Here's a shield for you to hide your gameplay for the other player. Here's the bag. Very well done. It's pretty. Nice color. Feels soft. Feels pretty sturdy. I mean, I've seen thicker, but this is definitely thick enough to serve its purpose. It's not cheap at all. Very well done. Very nice. Alright, we have in here some kind of hidden movement. I think I have to tell it. I'm not 100% sure. It looks like you put it over something to change the images. I'm going to put this aside until I can figure it out. Here you have your notepad, tokens, okay, these are not, they might be plastic, but they don't feel like it. They're very good. Nice. Yeah, they look like wood. It could be, but Should be able to tell the difference, right? Alright. Here we have your tokens, your meeples, player movement. Some more tokens. Again, this feels like good quality. Does not feel cheap. Feel very well made. Printing's good. Standard blocks, little wood blocks. These might be wood. They're just treated so well they feel kind of plasticky, but that's fine. And little dice. You can of course replace these with something else if you wish. They're a little on the small side, but perfectly functional. 10 dice. And then we have some card sets. Now, I'm not going to go through these until last, just in case somebody doesn't want spoilers, and they can stop beforehand. So I'm just going to show you the decks real quick, offhand. And then the very last thing I'll do before I sign off is go through these cards so you can see them. And if you don't want to be spoiled, you don't have to watch. Oops. It isn't a video of mine unless I drop something, right? Alright, so I'm going to set these aside and look at those last. I'm going to open up the Kickstarter bonus piece here. It's a game extension. Yes, so it's ejection zone mini expansion for Siberian Manhunt. Gives you options to start at different locations, I think. That comes with a D20, pretty standard D20, the kind you get in a D&D game, starter set or something. And I'm not 100% sure how you use these, but you put these on the map board to change up your landing site and change the game up, I believe it is. Again, fairly well done, sturdy. So there's that. That's the Kickstarter expansion, mini expansion. Set this aside. All right, now thank you for joining me. And now I'm going to go through these cards, and if you don't want to see them, if you don't want to be spoiled in what's in the cards, then you feel free to click off or fast forward. And I just want to say, please subscribe. I don't spend a lot of time on this channel, but the more encouragement I get, maybe the more I'll work on it. I do spend a lot more time on my book channel. I apologize for that. It's just how it worked out. But thank you so much if you are leaving now. If not, let's take a look at the cards. All right, so I'm going to go through these. So aerial searches. There's the backs. Agent recalled. Hopefully this focuses well for you. Checkpoints. Helicopter transport. Motorcycles. Propaganda. It is not a game in the Soviet Union, especially at this time period during the Cold War. Without propaganda cards, you knew those were going to be there. There's not a person who wore games who did not expect that. Deploy the Red Army. Search defunded. That's interesting. Search party. Aero sled. Oh, cool. Aero sledge. I'm sorry. I'm reading this through the camera, so sometimes I don't read as well. Aero sledge. Weather forecast. And there's one set. Let's take a look at another. This looks like stuff you can scavenge. Blueberries. Cloudberries. Here's the backs. Yeah, it looks like scavenge material. Cloudberries. Dry grass. I'm excited for this. This looks so much fun. This looks like it was really put a lot of thought and it could be fun, excuse me. Honeyberries. long stick. Long sticks always come in handy. How else can you pretend a sword fight? Leafy branch, medicinal herbs, mushrooms, hopefully the good kind, whatever that means to you. Small sticks, rabbit, oh, flying squirrel. I do really like the art on these. I mean, it's simple but well done. Much props to the artist. Roe deer. Alright, there's another deck down. Let's take a look at this one. Let's see. These are Peoples. Atya Onosova. Reporter, Dissident. KGB Files. General Ivanov. So apparently he's well decorated. General Zakharov. Jack McKenzie. Is that you, or that might be you, your character? KGB officer. Yakut Tracker. Animal hide. So these are components now. Bow and arrow. Weaponry. Bow drill. U2 film canister. Yep, got to get that off your plane. Fire. Satchel. Sinew. Snowshoes. Tent. Looks like a component you need to find to show you. Tent. Winter clothes. Backside. Winter clothes. Tent. Snowshoes. Sinew. Satchel. Fire. Film canister. Let's see, are they any different? Yeah, they're a little different on each side. So, bow drill, bow and arrows, animal hide, and then the KGB files. Alright. 2 more sets of cards. Thank you if you stayed with me. Siberian brown bear. So these are, you never know what's going to be under these. Questionable. Siberian brown bear. Empty wilderness. So these are like cards you draw to find out what you find in your site, I guess. Empty wilderness. Farmer. Fisherwoman. Injured miner. Locked cabin. Logging camp. Lost hiker. Mad trapper. Motorist. Motorist. Murderer. Parasites. Oh, that's not good. Oh man, that's disgusting, but the art is so good. A lot of them. A lot of parasites. Escaped prisoner. Prospector. Yakut shaman. Starving soldier. Thieves. Siberian tiger. Very nice. I know you want to get a good look at that, right? Gray wolves. Oh yes, absolutely one of my faves. Gray wolves. Now I gotta believe that if this is successful, there might be expansions that come out for it that add more cards to it. It seems like that'd be a fairly easy thing to do and kind of obvious, so you never know. So we have it's like city, urban cards. These will be urban cards. As you can see. Sorry, I missed the camera. I was looking around it. Alright, so let's look at the front side. You have ammunition for an AK-74. Okay. You say so. Backpack. You were caught breaking and entering. That's not good. Inside the art's good. 1 can of food. Not sure what kind of food. It's kind of mixed vegetables. You can assume whatever you want. 2 cans of food. A canned tomatoes and what are your guesses as good as mine? So canvas bag. Bags are always helpful when you're out on the run. Disguise. First aid kit. Fuel canister. Knife. Matches. You can see the dice up here. Motorcycle. Cannot be carried. Let's hope not. old coat. Pistol, rifle, so there's guns, skis, snowmobile, nice. Vodka, there it is, of course. You knew it was going to come up at some point, didn't you? You knew this being a game that took place in Russia, there would be a vodka reference. It's impossible. Propaganda and vodka, the 1960s, 1980 through the 1980s at least, Cold War era, vodka and propaganda. And there you go. So those are all the cards. And there's the entire game. What do you think? It looks really good to me. I really enjoy the way this looks and hoping to get a chance to play it. If you stuck all the way through the video, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here and taking the time to watch. And please do subscribe. I will hopefully be adding more content. I know I'm really slow on this channel with that because I give so much attention to the BookTube channel, which, like I said, you're welcome to join me over there if you're a reader. It's just GeeksLoveDogs, and it should be easy to find. But in any case, thank you so much, and I appreciate you. And please, like I said, please subscribe and please come back. Have a good day. Later, guys.